this is a cool idea. It's called home sharing, and nonprofit organizations are getting grants to help people share their homes. Now, this has happened around the country. A lot of it is in California, Hawaii, and really all over. And the key word again is home sharing. And what happens is that, particularly for seniors have these homes that they live in for 30 years. They want to stay living in there, but they need help, you know, and they don't want to use Airbnb or get a normal kind of renter and things like that. See, home sharing, what that does, these nonprofit organizations check out all the people, and you do this temporary for a while. You know, you try it for a few days or whatever to see it works. Uh, and the person actually could help around the house. And what happens is that you get money as a homeowner, you know, so you could cut your mortgage and utility bills. You get help with chores around the house or whatever, or you need a little caring because you're a senior, you know, that's available. And so that's what is happening. And then we have such a housing shortage. And then younger people who can't afford rent could come and live with you, and they pay very little. Yeah, because you get extra money you never know you had. You get extra help and everything. So you're getting extra money to pay your living expenses. They're getting a deal on rent. They'd have to pay twice as much or more if they were going to rent somewhere else. And it's a win-win situation, particularly now that housing is such a problem. So here's where you could get a rental, you know, for half price. You know, a homeowner could get, you know, income, particularly if you're on Social Security or something like that. This is extra income that everybody could use, and it's all vetted. You know, I mean, they check out the people. You try it if you get along, because if somebody's living close to you, uh, I've been running my own business since 16. Just a bad wreck. Ooh, broke my leg. And, Ginger, go here. If you're not a member, you remember, I mean, this is the kind of help we help the members, and that's at letsgohelp.com. If you don't have the money, it's $20. Go here. This is uh, it's tryletsgo.com, and that's a place where you can get free help. It shows you government people, government offices. Oh, you are a member, okay. But let's try letsgo.com is a place I show you government offices that do the same thing that I charge for. They'll do for free. So use the free one first. But Ginger, okay. Now what you want to do is, I sent a email out to members this morning about new programs we have for people, and but go to the Facebook and ask me a question. I'm having trouble answering those questions, but I hope Facebook worked it out and they could answer them. If not, then go to Let's Go Help too. Um, and that's, see, if you're a member of Let's Go Help, you're really a member of both. And so for one charge, $19, $19.95, $20, you get access to both of these, and we help on both of those. I sort of help mostly on the Facebook group. If you start a discussion on Facebook, I'm going to answer that most likely within about 28 to 48 hours, or 24 to 48 hours. That's 28 to 44 hours. You know what I mean. And a day or two. Yeah. But back to this home sharing. Okay, you want to know that, particularly if you're a senior, because so many seniors are living alone, and that's a little precarious for them. A lot of times they hook you up with college students, you know, have a lot more energy and need a low income place to stay, and so they stay. Uh, or the government workers here. Home Sharing Hawaii worked with Graham to find a stable renter for her space. A 25-year-old government worker whom Graham says she felt an instant connection with. The group also conducted a thorough background check process for both parties, which Graham said provided immense relief. Usually, I'm so desperate I don't even have time to vet. Yeah. Home Sharing. The program is a nonprofit intergenerational network modeled after the efforts in parts of the United States See, this is going on all over. I mean, that's how we have to find new ways to house people, right? Addresses social isolation. See, it also eliminates that isolation that we have. This is why we have so much depression, is that we're also isolated. So you have a younger person or somebody living with you, sharing the rent or whatever, and that will uh, help with your isolation and loneliness problems because loneliness, I don't know, the Surgeon General just did a huge report on loneliness. This is a big disease in our country now. It is loneliness. Uh, let's go help. Yeah. On Facebook, right. Yeah. Okay. So in other words, if you go to facebook.com/groups, plural, GROUPS, slash let's go help with a capital L and a capital H. Let's Go Help. So groups/ Let's Go Help. Um, okay. But while the growing number of counties and cities on the mainland are investing in home sharing programs, the Hawaii nonprofit has struggled to attract more homeowners. It needs to get the program truly off the ground. See, we have less homes to do that. And actually, because of the pandemic, that all. So this is starting to boom again because the pandemic's over and they don't worry about people living. Supporters of the effort say they are determined to preserve because they see home sharing as a cost effective way to address challenges in the senior community that are expected to increase. I mean, we're going to double the population in seniors in the next like 10, 15 years. You know, all us old farts are the growth curve. We're the baby boomers that are now all old farts. I frequently get calls from folks across the country looking to start a home sharing program in the county that they're in because they have a rising number of seniors who are becoming homeless. Uh, Says director of the strategy of Home Match. There's another program, it's called Home Match, a California based nonprofit that runs home sharing programs in 4 counties in the state. At the same time, he says, many counties are growing population of seniors living alone who could benefit from companionship, financial stability that comes with a roommate. Wow, see? It's a kind of perfect storm in terms of the different social drivers that would lead to home sharing. Home sharing, in many ways, is an old concept being marketed by a new audience. Golden Girls, remember that on TV? All these old ladies living together, sharing. Roommates are usually thought of as a staple college era life, not something to look forward in retirement. Well, the economics are forcing us to do that. Uh, so that could change in the future. Uh, a lengthy list of worrisome statistics that he rattled off when explaining why San Francisco recently invested in expanding a home match program in the city. San Francisco has this now, too. The number of seniors who are homeless is expected to grow threefold. An increase in Honolulu is already starting to see the annual homeless point in time counts. At the same time, healthcare providers and insurance companies are starting to pay attention to the mental and physical toll of living alone in old age. Social isolation can significantly increase the risk of developing dementia. Right? About 20% of seniors in Hawaii live alone, a figure that is likely to grow as the rest of the baby boom generation reaches retirement age. The state's primary strategy of addressing the incoming demographic shift is to support seniors aging in place. See, they don't want you in an old fart home because that costs too much money. Stay in your home. See, and this helps you do that. Gives you money to stay there, things like that. But a shortage of both paid and family caregivers in the state will pose significant challenges for many of the people trying to live out their golden years. See, it's also they could be a little bit of a caregiver too, things like that. So it solves that. You love the chick Golden Girls, that's Sharon. Yeah, that was a fun. B. Arthur, and I forget who else. That's what I really remember her because she was in Maud, I think, or something like that. Or that was a, I don't know. Uh, these people would just have show after show, the same actors, spin-off. Although home sharing Hawaii is the first group in Hawaii to focus to senior roommate matching, it is not the only one to see home sharing as a way of addressing retirement challenges. Families are frequently post rooms for rent on Craigslist at a reduced price in return for caregiving services or companionships for loved ones living in their own. Catholic Charities owns a few homes where seniors live together, often temporarily, while they look for permanent housing solution. we want to encourage home sharing folks who do want to live with others to have a home that they want to share with somebody to lower the cost. A division of Catholic Charities. Uh, There's Ken, a homeowner in Hawaii whose wife was diagnosed with dementia in the early 20 years ago, have considered taking a roommate until the sister introduced him to a friend who was losing staple housing because whatever. I think I lost I lost the next page. So it's something to look into. How would you do that? I would call your local area office on aging. Okay, area office on aging. Okay, every county has an area office on aging, and you contact them and ask them, hey, are there home sharing programs? And you do that if you're a renter looking for reasonable or 50% off rent. I don't know what it will be, but it has to be at least that. So you're a roommate somewhere, and you pay hardly anything. You know? Area office on aging. Also, go to findhelp.org and put in housing and see if there's something there. But it's good to talk to people. That's what you want to do. Finding anything, finding help, finding money, finding free services or whatever. The best way to get it is to talk to as many people as you can. Charity knows that, right? She talks to us all the time. Rose, is Rose on here? Uh, Charity, are you talking to Rose? I don't know. Red Savings, what's it? Morning, everyone. I'm very new and would like the top of that. My home burned 2 days ago. Could someone lead me to where I can look for assistance? Yes, if your home uh, uh, burned 2 days ago, go to findhelp.org and put in financial assistance, okay, and housing, okay. And when you get on, I mean, you'll get 20, 30 programs there, okay. Now you don't know which one exactly for you, so the only one to way to find that out is to start call each one of them. You get on the phone and just making that phone call because they're in the business of helping you solve that problem. So they're going to know of other organizations that solve the problem if if they can't do it, and that's the only way you find those. You don't go searching for hours on Google and go around in circles and get nothing, because that's what will happen. Because you'll find only people that want to get money from you. You want to find people that give you money and give you free help and things like that, and they're out there too, but they're not in Google because Google it shows you people that you have to give money to because Google wants the money to find you. Red Soda, could you repeat that once more? Um, okay, findhelp.org, findhelp.org, and Google area office on aging, area office on aging. Okay, so findhelp.org, and you put in there financial assistance or housing, and start calling people. You have to start calling people. Go to area office on aging and start calling people. Please, please. You're not going to get help until you call people, and you won't get help from everybody either. People will say no, whatever. It's like asking people for a date or a job. You know, a lot of people are going to say no. We can't help you. Okay. Well, those people you say, well, can you suggest who else may help me? Now, I don't know. You see them. I'm at the, where am I? Abe Lincoln. Let me show you. When you see, can you hear that? Yeah, the Marines are out there. From the bugle. But please, I can't. You know, we do, I know it's a pain in the ass. You're not used to it, and all that stuff. I don't know if I could even get up there. Yeah, I'll show you a little bit of what's going on up there. But also, I sent out a list today. I did I think there are four new. Uh, uh, you hear that? Uh, the Marines are actually part of the Navy. What we used to say is, I was in the Navy. We said, "Oh, the Marines, yeah, they guard our gates." Makes you feel patriotic. The Marines look like they have flannel pants on. Things are all hot. Uh, that's the Marine. It's sort of cool living in Washington. It's like this. And see what's neat about Washington, all these museums and everything, they're all free. See, everybody pays for this, and we all use it for free in town. So you gotta come and use this stuff for free too. They look hot pants. Not hot pants like the ladies' hot pants. They look warm. They look like wool. Who knows why? Uh, Central Pie. Oh, yeah, Latin. I'm so close. West Nova. Oh, yeah. I'll come down. I mean, it's inspiring. I mean, I started running after I got in the Navy. I came here, tried to work for the government.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join us as we pause to honor those gallant men and women who have given their lives in the service of our country.
Marines taxi. Well, okay, for members, I just came out with two new reports
For the retirement of the colors.
that I can available. One is for how to best use the uh, Let's Go Help to get money on anything, and so it shows you all the services, describes them all. These are Instructional videos. I got one for paying car repair and new cars. Again, a video, and I take you through all the sources, and the links are there in the report. So you have one report that has the video instructions and the links to follow, to contact. For I got one for home repair, and with video instructions and all the links to follow. And remember, a lot of these take you calling. Yeah, letting me part of this occasion. Oh, thank you, Pat. And car repair. I got starting a business, uh, and that is very important. So many people uh, want to start businesses, and I show you how. And the biggest problem people do, they start looking for a grant to start a business. That's not right. I know it sounds stupid, and looking for a grant sounds smart. Uh, but the grant process is so complicated. You can't just start looking for a grant. You have to get a sense of what's out there and help to explain to you the kinds of things that are help there. Now, remember, the government spends a lot of money to help you start a business. I mean, they want you to do that very much. Every city, county, and state government and federal government all want you to start a business because that creates a job for yourself and probably other people. So I got those four programs, instructional videos with links and everything. So it's a complete course for those. So you get to know that. And remember, you keep asking us questions. The whole thing about Let's Go Help is asking a question. If you're not asking a question, you're not using Let's Go Help. And if Facebook is working today, it wasn't yesterday, and the Facebook was so screwed up. I mean, they, you know, uh, fired like 11,000 people or something like that. So who the hell knows what they're up to? Um, so they were all screwed up. I couldn't even answer questions yesterday. So I'll try again today. Maybe they straightened it out. Uh, and also on Let's Go Help 2, we have a special section on to ask a question. Okay, let's go help through the special section on answering a question. Uh, but I'm not there much. I'm more on Facebook. But if that doesn't work today, I'll go over there and try to help people. But we're here to help, and you have to ask a question. It's hard to understand what we have and how to do it. So you want to apply to all our grant programs. We have three of them, and they have deadlines every month. We give out $70,000 every month, and it's on the 4th of the month, the 20th of the month, and the 30th of the month. And you could apply for all three. You can only win each of them once, so you can win three grants from us, and that's available. Um, and also the training. We have training programs, weekly live training, grant training, and they're workshops and they're live. So make sure you sign up for them, and that's a way to get your questions asked, and get help from other members and things like that. And also, if your member is help other people, that's what I see the greatest part of Let's Go Help is people helping people, and that's going on a lot. And they're showing you programs that I never knew about. So they're better than I am at these things because they're out applying to the programs. We do research, we don't apply to programs like members do. So that's why members are a very important part of this, and they're enhancing this thing. It's even making me think. I mean, I'm not going to live forever. None of us do, and this has a chance of uh, staying around after I die because the members are doing so well. Don't need me, and that's fun to see. Uh, but whatever it is, we're all here to help each other. We're all here to be kind. No screaming, shouting, and yelling. Uh, that's not nice to be around. You don't want to pay have somebody scream at you. And I don't want to have a job where people are screaming. So it's nothing we want around. It's easy to be nice. You just have to work a little harder at it because life is not fair. And life's shitty. So the best way to get through it all is helping each other because it's shitty for all of us. So nobody has a monopoly on pain. It's just varying degrees. So let me go so I can keep walking, get back, and try to answer questions. Okay. And thank you again for everything. You've given me a time of my life that's the best time of my life ever. And being 80 is great. If I knew being 80 was going to be this much fun, I would have got here sooner. I didn't know it was going to be this much fun. You're loved by so many and change our future for the better. Wow. See, Charity, I can't think of anything nicer to hear. When the U.S. closes the southern border, you know it's game on with Russia. Yeah. Uh, let's go. Did you beat those shingles? 90 some percent gone. It's probably another day or two. I've been saying that for 6 weeks, but it's slowly. You know, it's just the thing is with aging, it takes a hell of a lot longer to heal. I remember, a little kid, he gets a cut, and the cut is gone by the next day. And to get a cut at this age, it takes 6 months to heal. Okay, have fun, guys. Thank you so much again for everything you've given me. I have the best time in my life right now. And that's because of you. You can use what I have. We all want to feel that we're helping somebody. And that's what you give me. If this doesn't work anymore, I'll work hard at trying to find another way to try to help people. That's the best thing to do, I think, nowadays. Finally catching me in line. Priscilla, been waiting for you, been waiting for you. Gotta go.